All right, welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the Bruins, Celtics, and Red Sox. We're going to start out with the Bruins today. They won a good one last night. They came back and won 2-1 in overtime. And David Pastrnak with the game winner scoring number 57. And he's on pace to get number 60. And right now, this Bruins team is playing really good, breaking all types of records. And this team has 4 games remaining of the regular season. They play tomorrow night at 8 o'clock against the New Jersey Devils at home. Then they play Sunday against Philly at 6 on Easter Sunday. And then they play again on Tuesday against, who do they play? The Washington Capitals. And then to close out the season, Thursday night against the Montreal Canadiens. And they could break the record. They just need 2 wins to break it. And do you guys think this team could break the record? Because right now, with the playoff coming, I think we should still rest certain players like David Krejci's resting. And last night was a scary scene. Charlie McAvoy goes down into the boards, colliding with Patrice Bergeron, and he collides into the boards. He leaves the game in the second period, and he was never back in the lineup in the game at all. And they ruled him out for cautious, and they ruled him out for an upper body injury, and that's okay. You don't want to make these players keep playing through injuries or something like that, even a little injury. Rest them. With the playoffs coming up within the next few weeks, they got 4 games left on the remaining schedule, and then the playoffs start April 18th. And if the playoffs start, they would probably see the Islanders in the first round. And I want to know what you think about that first round matchup against the Islanders. I don't care. Play anybody in the first round. Got to beat them. You could beat Pittsburgh and you could beat Florida. Got to keep playing the way you are. But I'm hearing some news that Taylor Hall was practicing on Wednesday on the third line with Coyle and Tyler Bertuzzi. And that seems good. Now I want to see with the 4 games remaining if he's going to play in the lineup at all. But he's already ruled out in tomorrow night's game. And I want to know when he comes back, is he going to be the same guy where he was before? Or do you think that injury still got him a little bit? Because I would like to see Taylor Hall on that third line with Coyle and Bertuzzi. And then you keep Trent Frederick still in the lineup with Nosak and Hathaway. That's your 4 lines right there. So the first line will obviously be Marchand, Bergeron, DeBrusk. Second line, Pastrnak, Krejci, Zacha. Third line, Taylor Hall, Coyle, Bertuzzi. Fourth line, Trent Frederick, Nosak, and Hathaway. And then your defensemen's all there, and you still get 2 awesome goaltenders. But there's been a goalie perform lately the past few weeks, and I want to know who would you start in the playoffs. I would say start Omark because Omark's having an unbelievable season. He's going to win the Vezina, and this team already clinched the President's Cup, locked up playoffs, clinched first round, clinched a playoff spot. This team basically has nothing to play for, so maybe it's time to rest some certain players. I say you rest Brad Marchand because lately he's been kind of not himself lately, but everyone else has been okay. So maybe you should rest him, get him right for the playoffs, rest Bergeron, keep resting Krejci, maybe you rest Pastrnak. You rest these guys and get them all right for the playoffs. You bring up all the young guys in Providence and see if they could break the record of the Montreal Canadiens with the last game of the season. I would love to see them break the record, but at the same time, now I don't really care. All I care about is the playoffs and this team going on a long cup ride. because I want to see a Stanley Cup here. This team has all the talent. This team's breaking all history records. There's no need to choke now, but we all know about their status when it comes playoff time with this Bruins teams. If we all have it in the back of our heads, the choke job. And I don't want to see a choke job with this team. This team is playing really good all year. Unbelievable. History's being making. And tomorrow night could be more history making too. 2 games away to break the record and tie the record. I want to see this team go all the way, win the cup, and then you never know what's going to be happening in the future with Bergeron and Krejci if they're going to be retired after this year. This could be the last hurrah, the last dance for the Bruins. But anyways, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And my next topic is about the Celtics. And they locked up the number 2 seed, clinched the number 2 seed with the win a couple nights ago against the Toronto Raptors. And they play them again tonight. And Jaylen Brown's not in the lineup. And he's out. And I want to know something about this Celtics team. When all their starters are playing, you think this team's really good? Absolutely. I think this team's really good. This team could beat anybody. They could go either on the road, beat Milwaukee. They just proved it last week. They put up 140 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. So they could go on the road and beat anybody. The Celtics got to keep playing their game too. And the key thing is Derek White. I want to see Derek White get more involved early in the playoffs. Like last year, I want to see Malcolm Brogdon get some good time in the playoffs. Give him some time. And you got Marcus Smart over there. The Celtics team, they have the highest ceiling. Just like the Bruins, they both have the highest ceiling. Which team is going to win the championship? I say both. I feel confident with both. Both of them got to play good. They both got to continue what they're doing. Both teams. Yes, both teams have hit some breaking points, but they got back, and it's all right. It's a 82-game season. No one's not going to be healthy. Everyone's nagging with injuries coming up with this time of the year because it's the end of the season, and teams are playing through injuries like the Milwaukee Bucks. Chris Middleton, I heard he might be out again. So if he's out, that's good for the Celtics. I don't care if they're the 2 seed. They could go on the road and beat anybody. They could even beat the Philadelphia 76ers. Look at that team. That team's trash. And they almost gave that game back to the Celtics a couple nights ago on Tuesday. And I want to know what you guys all think about the playoffs coming up. Get ready for the playoffs. It's going to be a fun ride for the Bruins and the Celtics. I'm excited. Are you guys ready for the playoffs? Because I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Drop into some comments. We're going to talk about the playoffs right now because this is who the Celtics would play in the first round. And it could be out of these 3 teams, Atlanta, Miami, or the Raptors. Who would you want to see them play? Drop into some comments. I'll answer. Same thing with the Bruins. I'll answer those comments too. But now I'm going to jump into the Red Sox. And yesterday was opening day for the Detroit Tigers, their home opener. And Chris Sale got the start. And it didn't seem like he was doing too good. He wasn't doing too good, but they still won 6-3. And my main thing was with this Red Sox team is their pitching, because they beat the Detroit Tigers yesterday 6-3, and they lost 3 straight games against the Pittsburgh Pirates, a team that's not that good, a team that doesn't have a good roster. And the Red Sox have a good roster, but the thing is their pitching. Their pitching is suspect, but the hitting is good. I count on the hitting. And how about Yoshida with his first home run? And the fan wanted to keep the ball, but Yoshida wanted it back. You guys remember that home run a couple nights ago? Because I did. And that was Yoshida's first home run for the Red Sox with his hit right there. And this Red Sox team, if they could get their pitching right, maybe they could be a good team this year too. But I ain't counting that because they're not better than the Yankees. They're not better than Toronto. They're not better than Tampa Bay. And they're not better than the Blue Jays. All three of those teams are better than the Red Sox. And you think if the Red Sox keep playing bad this year, you think Alex Cora's job could be jeopardy into the season? Or do you think Chaim Bloom's job could be in jeopardy into the season? Absolutely. Things could be changed. A shakeup could happen with this Red Sox team. 100%. 100%. I really don't feel confident right now with them, the way they're playing. But yesterday was a win, all right? A good win. But can they keep it up? Can they win again tonight and the weekend against this Detroit Tigers team? I don't know. Drop into some comments. I'll answer them. And I want to know, what do you guys think about Chaim Bloom? Because I'm not a big Chaim Bloom guy. Because he ruined this team when he came here. And the Red Sox are a big market team. And he was treating them like how he was with Tampa Bay. Not a big market team. And the Red Sox are a big market team. And it sucks that one of your best players this past year walked away because of money, because of the contract. And he signed a big contract with the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. And I think he's doing all right out there too with the Padres. And I want to know what you guys all think about that. Drop into some comments. I'll answer these. But anyways, I want to end this podcast. I just wanted to touch up on a few things. I want to say have a wonderful weekend and have a happy Easter. And I'll see you guys with another podcast this week. See yous.